So it is Saturday morning, the 15th of January, and after being here in this campsite for about 2 weeks, we are finally hitting the road. We're going to move on Salton Sea this evening, and then I don't know what we're going to do the next night. We are definitely heading east, though, back towards Quartzsite. Salton Sea is in Southern California. I'll be stopping at a campground where I can get be hooked up and dump my tanks and take a good hot shower and all that stuff. So that's it. Say goodbye to this campsite. Goodbye, campsite. And the girls are already in the truck, all ready to go. Yeah, I forgot to mention that I was going to go for one more dip in the hot tubs before I left. Got into a great conversation with a guy named James, who's a full-timer, and he says I'll be back, and I think he's right. I will. We'll see. Not this time. Not today. I'm on my way. So I'm not quite done exploring the area around Holtville. I'm going to check out the other hot springs in the area, which is called Five Palms. And I am right now driving through a ton of farmland. Going to be on a main road shortly, and hopefully be able to find a road that doesn't have too much sand, and drive into Five Palms to check it out. I was told by numerous people that it's not nearly as good, but I'm still curious, and I think we should all be curious. So I'm going to go check it out and hopefully be able to provide you with some video. Hopefully not get the truck stuck in sand. So stay tuned.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto California 78 East.
Okay, well, that was an aborted effort. The road looked sandy. It was definitely narrow. It was definitely going to put my rig on an unusual angle, which I don't think it would topple over, but it is possible. So I decided to not go explore. If there had been some place, I mean, I could park around here and then just walk in. It was about a mile from here. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Everything I've heard about it says that it really isn't that good a hot spring, and just doesn't seem to me to be something I want to explore. So that's a turnaround, and it wasn't even easy to turn around, but I turned around and I'm going back out, and we'll continue on to through Holtville and up towards the Salton Sea. Hoping to stop for a meal along the way, and we'll see what I do. Kind of bummed. Okay, so I don't like to give up, and I found this on Google Earth, Google Maps satellite view. I found this spot where the roads were cleared, and it apparently is an area where an apiary keeps its beehives. So those are beehives full of bees, and then there's those over there, and you can't really see it, but if you follow the road back this way, there are two more areas with bees. So they store the bees here for when they need to fetch them and then put them on pollination jobs. I'm actually pretty surprised to see these here, because you'd expect them to be in California for the almond pollination, but I guess it's a little early for that. It's just mid-January. So anyway, I parked my rig. You saw where I parked it, and then there is this sandy road, which I would definitely not drive on. And if you see in the distance there, those palm trees, that's where the hot spring is, and it's less than a quarter mile. So we're gonna go walk there now. Here's the camper. Got to cross all this desert. It's really not that far, maybe a quarter mile. And those palm trees is where the hot springs is. Well, I made it out to the hot springs. This is Five Palms Hot Springs. There's definitely more than 5 palms here, but it's surrounded by palm trees. Sandy bottom, not very deep. Water comes out of a standpipe in the middle. It's actually very pleasant with the sound of the water and the bees buzzing around. The reason for the bees, of course, is all those bees that were parked out in the desert less than a quarter mile from here. So they're coming here to drink, which is not unusual. It's really a pretty place. I don't think I would want to necessarily camp here, mostly because the water is not that hot. It's not that deep. It's really not a very good hot spring. But I guess if you like a natural environment and you don't mind bees, it's probably a pretty nice place. So that's Five Palms Hot Springs. So I just took my pants off and I waded into the water to see what the temperature of the water coming out of the standpipe was. And I gotta say, it's pretty disappointing. I would not call this a hot spring. It's barely warm. I don't know, people come here, whatever.